Good morning again, my friends. It's day 15. Well, with all the days that look like they're ahead of me, I'm a little less than halfway there. So we're going to get to have a couple more weeks together on these videos. And I am in a beautiful town, Oliveira de Ames. My Portuguese is really rotten. Anyway, you can see behind me this beautiful cathedral of St. Michael the Archangel. It's just breathtaking. And I was reflecting yesterday on this theme for today, I'm sorry. I find in those words such great liberation and power, especially when said from a place that is truly vulnerable, truly intimate, truly open to both not having expectations with it and also not having unnecessary amount of self-condemnation to it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that when I have had the opportunity to utter those words, when I have hurt someone, whether intentionally or unintentionally, intentionally meaning not like on purpose, like I'm going to hurt you, but through lack of thinking or negligence or just not being open to what was most loving in the moment. It has been such a raw and powerful moment of drawing close. I'm sorry. It opens the heart, doesn't it? It lets us step out of ourselves and not only take responsibility for when we make a mistake, because that's important and that's liberating, but it lets us care about the other person. Oftentimes I've even said I'm sorry when it's a misunderstanding, when the person feels their feelings being hurt by something that wasn't even a motive on my part or was a misunderstanding. Because saying I'm sorry says I care more about your feeling and that you would even feel that way. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And so I was walking along just now, and He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother on my playlist, which was a big song for me last year for some reason, came on, and my heart was beginning to well up with tears, recognizing and remembering again and again that we have the chance to be sorry for things that happen that are just simply unjust. I'm sorry for ways that things I'm a part of do hurt or harm. So saying I'm sorry and accepting someone saying they're sorry lets us draw close. So today I say I'm sorry. If you're someone that I love, that over the span of our knowing each other, I've done something that has been hurtful, I'm sorry. If you're someone I don't know well and just being in relation to me somehow has caused some pain, I'm sorry. If you're someone that has been hurt by a group I've been a part of, whether it's a club like in school, student council or student senate or French club, and you've been hurt by a group, I'm sorry. If somehow you've been hurt by women, on behalf of women, because I'm a woman in this lifetime, I'm sorry. If you've been hurt by organizations that I've been a part of, like the Catholic Church or any spiritual organization, I'm sorry. If you've been hurt by anything in the United States, because I'm a citizen of the United States, I'm sorry. If you have been hurt because you're not white or Caucasian or of that race that seems so dominant in our world, it's a race that I'm a part of, I'm sorry. I am sorry if you have been hurt by anyone, by any group. So saying I'm sorry, whether I was part of an action that was hurtful or not, is still an honor that I have to stand up for a group I'm a part of in the United States, being Caucasian, being of the female gender, I can say I'm sorry. Because inevitably being a part of that group, somehow that group has been hurtful at some time, right? And what about the other side of that, receiving someone saying they're sorry? Having your heart be tender enough and vulnerable enough that when somebody wants to muster up an I'm sorry, whether they can use those words or not, I love the words, so I can say the words I'm sorry and mean them with all my heart. But not everybody can use those words. Sometimes saying I'm sorry is choosing to act in a different way, of remedying a behavior, or sometimes it's just in a glance, or sometimes it's fumbling around in a roundabout way. Is your heart tender to be open enough to receive the I'm sorry in the way it can come to you? Because you deserve to hear that from somebody that you've been hurt by or a group you've been hurt by. And it's a great liberation for the two of you or yourself in relation to the world to both be able to say you're sorry and to be able to receive those words, receive those actions. So I'm walking today that we as the human race will be softer around that we won't have this defensiveness around being able to say that we're sorry. It can be tricky, right, in relationships, because relationships are so complicated. And when we have hurt and been hurt in relationship, it can be tricky to be as simple as someone who says they're sorry and also receives the sentiment. So I'm walking today that we as a human race may trust the power of forgiveness, may trust the power of saying those words freely with all our hearts. I know one of the ways that I'm walking for forgiveness today is ways that I have been hurtful to my own body. Boy, have I been demanding over the years to my body. Have I been ruthless at times in the way that I will be rigorous on my body, either what I allow it to have or what I expect it to be able to do? I have been just downright mean sometimes to my body. And yet my body is so healthy and is enabling me to walk these hundreds and hundreds of miles without even a blister so far. Today I walk asking forgiveness for my own body and asking that my body receive that I'm sorry. What's a way that you can ask forgiveness today of yourself, of someone else, of our world? What is a global issue that you could ask forgiveness of as one of the global citizens, as you're a representative of global issues, and you too can say you're sorry? So I love you all. I see, hi Laura, I see you on there. Anyway, I can't say hi to everybody as they come on, but I love you and it's great to be walking with you, and I will see you for the next few weeks. Mwah. Blessings, my friends. And remember, I'm sorry for every way that I have failed and every way that I fall short of the noble call of being loving and caring in every moment. Okay, love you. Mwah.